Guys, I don't even know where to start. I have a vacation coming. My vacation starts the day after tomorrow. Today's Monday. Probably for you that's today. So I have just 2 days for preparing everything, for packing, for like everything. And I'm stressed. It stresses me out. That's why I'm gonna talk fast. I'm gonna show you everything very quickly, which is probably a good thing because I often just talk and talk. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Julia. This is Julia's Knitting, and we discuss all kinds of crafting here. Take your favorite beverage. Let's spend some time together. First things first, I have a confession. I don't have enough time to make everything that I pulled out of the crafting jar. My kind of a minimal goal was to start everything, and I did. I started all 4 projects, but I finished just one. Probably I will finish another sewing project today, but I will definitely not finish the knitting projects, and I haven't even started one of them. Let me tell you, I pulled out 4 projects from my crafting jar. This is my crafting jar. 2 of them were, these were 4 projects for March. 2 of them were sewing, 2 of them were knitting. Let's start with the sewing ones. It's, the sewing is orange. It's a spa headband, which is ready, and I showed it to you last time, and there is a video, go and see it if you want. And it's a pot holder with a picture on it. It's an odd phrasing, but it means that I am making a patchwork. It's actually here. Picture of a house. I hope you can see it. I already lined it with the fusible, what is it called? Interlining. There is some kind of interlining on the back. I will try to sew it today to join it all together. I wanted to say it won't take it probably won't take a lot of time, but I think I will never say that again. The 2 sewing projects are kind of ready, or almost ready, but the 2 knitting projects are they are moving, but they are moving very slowly. The first one of them is Anchor's cardigan by Petite Knits. And it is going. I actually have 3 sections of the yoke ready. There are 5 sections in total, and I love how it's going. It's promising. I think it looks well, it looks like it will be a nice cardigan. The size looks okay. Probably it will be on a bigger size because I chose it to be, because lately I cannot wear anything tight. I need oversized things. Here are my buttonholes, 2 already. Where is the second? There it is. I haven't thought about the buttons yet. I'll probably find some in my stash. So this is promising. The rows are right now extremely long, and they will become even longer in the next increasing row. So it's kind of one of the hardest steps right now in this cardigan, but the second hardest will be probably stockinette stitch, when you don't have anything going on and you need to just knit and purl. But well, what are you gonna do? We need to do these long rows in order to have a cardigan. So this is going well. The pattern is nicely written. It's obvious. It's also simpler. I'm remembering Winter Rain cardigan all the time that I couldn't make because of how difficult the pattern was. But this one is simple, and it's not only written simpler, it's also a simpler pattern. So keep that in mind. This is coming with me into April, and I'm trying to be okay with it. I think I am. That's okay. This is going into April. And the second knitting pattern that I haven't not only finished, but I barely started it, is a scarf. Here it's called a scarf for Mary because I'm making it for my brother's girlfriend Mary. I am not sure. I told you in some of the last videos that one of the colors or two of the colors didn't come to me. I wanted a splash of some brightness here. I wanted some bright yellow, bright, not very bright, but pink here. And now I have this very, very muted scarf, and I'm not sure, it doesn't inspire me. But I was able to make a sketch of how I can arrange these colors in such a way that I think I like it better. I think it has some kind of a twist in it. It will be just a moss stitch because I don't want it to, I don't have a lot of yarn. I need to use it, I will need it all, and I don't want it to roll. So I thought moss stitch will be the best option. And it will be like blocks of colors and very thin stripes of colors. This is my idea. I think it will bring it to, it will make the scarf somewhat original, somewhat, you know, interesting, and yet it will be very muted, so you can use it like it will be an everyday scarf, but not a boring everyday scarf. I hope it will be as pretty as I'm imagining it. I made a swatch, as you can see. This is 4mm needles. This is, by the way, Friends Cotton Silk by Hobby. It's cotton and silk, obviously. 77% cotton, 23% silk. It's very nice. It's very soft. It's a nice yarn for a scarf. And of course, it's not warm. It's going to be a kind of a spring or summer night scarf. So I told you about 2 sewing projects, 2 knitting projects. There is also a sock that I almost finished, you see? I need probably less than half an hour to finish it, but I always have something more important to make, so I postpone it all the time. So the sock is almost ready, and I have 2 more projects that are neither knitting nor crochet nor sewing. It's cross stitch, and they are both amazing. I hope, because one of them is not finished yet. I hope you can see it because it's kind of a light on light. Where is the nice place? Here. This is assembly required by Ink Circles. I'm reading the name. And Ink Circles, I've been on their website, and they have very interesting patterns, very interesting. You know, I love the Witch's Stitcher, right? It's probably my favorite cross-stitch brand, cross-stitch pattern brand. But Ink Circles is absolutely amazing too. They have very complicated, for me, complicated designs. They are mostly large, quite large. They are mostly complicated. They're mostly, you know, ornamental, very interesting, very folklore. It's often pagan. So a very nice brand. I couldn't choose a lot of patterns for myself because I'm not ready. I understood that I cannot do large patterns, large cross stitches now in the near future because I don't have enough motivation and skill and, you know, everything. But if you are a more advanced cross stitcher than I am, definitely recommend. I actually heard about Ink Circles on YouTube from some floss tubers, so I unfortunately can't remember who it was, but of course a big thanks to them for sharing. This is why I always say share, because in some of these videos we can find our favorite authors, right? Or our favorite patterns, our favorite something, you know, bloggers, knitters, and so on. You never know. So this is going on, and this needs to be done fast because I want to give it as a present to my brother, and to do that I kind of need, his birthday is coming up, so I need to finish it fast. Maybe tomorrow, I'm hoping. And the last and probably the funnest project is, of course, The Goth Sloth by the Witch's Stitcher. It's I'm in love. And I can't stop watching it, you know, looking at it. This is a t-shirt for my husband. He has already worn it. It looks fine. It is a little bit tilted left, I think. No, right, I think. Yeah, either left or right. But you can barely see it, and when a person moves in this t-shirt, that's okay. That's not like a big mistake. But it's just a note to self that it can happen, and a thing to watch, you know, a thing to practice, a thing to find a way to avoid next times, because I am planning a lot of cross-stitch t-shirts in the this year and next year. I wanted to say seuraava because I'm learning Finnish and I can remember some words, and they sometimes even get in the way, even though I don't speak that well yet. They already get in the way. So Goth Sloth by the Witches t-shirt, totally recommend. It's not too big. I think it's somewhere about 70 by 90 by 100 stitches, and it's, you know, it's not too big. It's kind of big, but not intimidating big, you know, so it's possible. For me, at least. Maybe that's easy peasy for you. I love his nipple piercing here. That's a nice touch. And the font, amazing. And this, you see his hair, his kind of hair. Oh, so cute. The details are kind of amazing, you know? The eyes, the long nails of fingers are both amazing. I think this is my favorite project of the week. Okay, I am putting all of these projects back into the jar. Just a quick book of the week segment. I'm still reading I Am a Cat by Soseki Natsume. Am I saying it? I'm not sure. These are the letters I'm saying, but I'm not sure I'm saying that correctly. I am struggling a little bit, but now it's kind of it's the end of the book already, and it's more about the cat. It's more you know, from the cat, about the cat, because there were very large segments where when I couldn't remember like what the cat was doing there was no cat, and this is why I bought the book and why I'm reading it. I think overall I like this book. I will need to see the ending, but I'm kind of expecting the end is it's not like the ending. It just stops. I think that this book just stops at some point, and that's it. That's what I'm expecting. We'll see. Maybe there's a surprise in the end. I'm not very motivated. I often, you know, skip days when I read it because it's not very interesting. I'm not like I don't want to find out what happens next because nothing ever happens in this book. So overall, the feedback this week is I'm still reading it. Okay, that's it. I will not bother you any longer. Thank you for spending this time with me. As always, I was very glad to see you. Remember that you are very important for this world. You are a very important person. You are enough. You're doing great, and you are going to do even greater. Okay, I will see you next Wednesday, I'm hoping. I will be on holiday, but I'll try to make the videos in advance so that we still meet regularly. Thanks again. This was Julia and Julia's Knitting. Bye. Bye-bye.